Well, we've reached the last hour of day 5 of boot camp, so I just thought I'd like to show you again where this first week has brought us. Yeah, you can see it's getting dark outside. It's 9 o'clock at night, but it feels like it's 4 in the morning because I haven't left this building in 10 hours. Let's start with the sound system today. That's where I've spent most of my time. So here we go in the recital hall where I have the sound system all packed up. And here we are. This sound system is just about ready to travel. I have all the speakers on their carts, all stacked up and ready to go. And here's the front of house racks, all labeled and ready to travel. I left the covers off because I'd like to show you a little up close view of what we have in the racks here. And at this time I would like to tell you that these racks were built and designed by Justin Spittler, owner of Stretch Audio, and they were updated and modified by Andrew Edmonds this year. Some of these things are brand new in here. And this is the wireless rack right here, which houses 14 Sennheiser wireless mics. These are every actor in the cast is on a wireless mic. And over here we have our in-ear monitors and our snakehead. So this may not interest you, but it may interest some of you. So for those of you who are out there who are in love with sound like me, I hope you enjoy this. And here's the console in the case. Next week you'll get to see this uncovered, and it's pretty inside. So that's now the sound system is all packed up and ready to go. Now we just gotta clean up the green room here. And the actors actually did a full run tonight. They're in the end of their full run right now, if you can hear the finale in the background. Now this is a scene I don't think I can give you much of a sneak peek at because this is something that I really want you to see the final product at the real show. But if you must, peek through the small window, you might be able to see Josh Dawes in the background there. And a little bit of reflection in the mirrors. But that's about all you're going to get of this scene until you see the show. Nate also wanted me to show you guys what he's done with the lighting in the last day. And basically everything's cabled up and ready to go. Those Sockapex connectors that I showed you before, we got them in the box truss. And as you can see, they come out down here. Oh, and they're even labeled so that we know where they go, where they plug in. And they're all up in the back truss. Everything is gelled. The gobos are in. And this, I don't know if I've given you a close-up view of this. This is the lighting work box where we have the lighting wrenches and all the stuff that lampies need to make these lights work. Now, I kind of stay out of this. You know, sound is my area, but Nate's done a really nice job with putting all this stuff together. And I'm really lucky to have such a great lighting guy on tour. Now, I don't know what else you guys want to see. You don't like my steps and you don't like my running. Oh, you want to see what they used to tour with? This is a rack that was used during Cotton Patch. Now, Cotton Patch, that was, I believe, 4 years ago. And this was their old wireless rack. It's kind of dark, but you can see how old and ancient this stuff is. And we can look at this and just think how lucky we are today to have much nicer equipment. This is one of the subs that was toured with on Cotton Patch as well, if any of you are interested. If any of you don't know, Cotton Patch Gospel was a tour that went out, I think it was 4 years ago, before we started doing the Godspell run. And I don't know much about it. I wasn't around back then. But let's take a little trip down memory lane of the past tours that this school has put out. If you go down this hallway, you can see the posters from these past tours. way back when we used to have Doc Rainbow's Color for All-Star Review. Now I don't know much about what that show was about, but they must have done a few years of these. These are way before my time. And then here's Cotton Patch Gospel, what I was talking about. I don't know much about that, but I know that they toured and their equipment wasn't half as good as we have now, so we are very lucky and very blessed to have what we have. And here's Godspell 1. Can any of you remember back to Godspell 1? It was only 2 years ago, but it seems like an eternity. And Godspell 2, well, there's an empty wall space. That poster should be up sometime. And Godspell 3 will be coming as soon as we get a poster made. Oh, here's something that I'd like to show you guys. This is one of our cast members decided to be funny one day. Backed by popular necessity. Godspell 3, the legend that refuses to die. Yeah, and that's basically what it is. But I'm really excited about the show this year, and I hope that all you guys are. The actors have been working so hard this week, and I got a chance to watch some of their run tonight, and they've just blown me away with their ability to dance and sing. And I mean, I can do a little bit with sound and stuff, but I have nowhere near that amount of talent. Well, this concludes this webisode of Godspell the Backstage Pass, and this wraps up our first 5 days of boot camp. Keep watching next week as you'll get a more in-depth look as the show goes up and gets ready to tour, and you'll get to see our full sound and lighting systems up and running, and you'll also get to see more of the cast and the band. So have a great weekend. Bye.